My alarm went off 5 o'clock this morning. Sometimes it goes off at 4 o'clock in the morning, in the office for 5 or 6 o'clock, and then we're out and about for our breakfast show with Phil and Alison.
Breakfast with Alison Butterworth and Phil Trubb.
Okay, Pav, we're standing by...
BBC Radio Manchester very kindly phoned me up and said, could we do an interview with you and Robin? And of course, I jumped at the chance. And so that's basically what's going on this morning. And they're finding out who he is, and they're going to do some more pieces throughout next year as well, which is going to be marvellous.
Our reporter Richard Stead is in Sale for us this morning. Morning, Richard.
Yeah, good morning, Phil. Yeah, you join us at the Sale West Community Centre. They've opened up especially in the morning. And this is a real hub for the community here. And one of the things is the musician in residence. Here's Robin Stevens. We'll be speaking to him in a second. Tell us then about your year then as musician in residence and composer in residence also on the Sale West estate. What are you going to be doing over the next year?
Okay, well, on one level I'm pretty clueless about this because I'm bouncing off what the estate bring me. We got a launch today, 10:45 till noon at the Sale West Community Centre. Everyone's welcome, free cake. But I need to connect with musicians, artists, anyone who's interested, painters, dancers, because there's a sense in which, you know, everyone's got gifts, but until someone else recognises them, we haven't the confidence often to run with them and then believe in them ourselves. And I think that's a lot of my job, is seeing the talents in other people, doing things like songwriters' surgeries. We'll probably do record a cantata at a local studio come November, made of people's own writing, you know.
We love these community stories on BBC Radio Manchester. It's great to come out to a place like this in Sale and speak to people who are going to be working with people who live nearby, and, you know, to inspire people to take up music and come down to the Sale West Community Centre and be inspired by Robin. It's great. Look, we love it.
Culture is a vastly important thing to this estate. People say to me, why can't we have sort of music? And it's usually the young people and they want to do the sort of mixing death, that's fine, but there is a need to engage, as I say, all our residents of all age groups.
Everyone has a talent, and it's actually trying to get that talent out from within the community, and once you've done that, I think there'll be no stopping you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Robin Stevens.
Okay. Okay, saying a few words, which for me, those of you who know me, will be quite an achievement, just to do a few words. Firstly, in all seriousness, thank you so much for coming. actually musicians without people turning up don't exist really in any meaningful sense. So your presence matters. It matters. I think the biggest single thing we'd like to do is probably a sort of, I haven't got the title yet, but Sale West Cantata or something come next November, which I think will be largely written by residents, taking their ideas. I'll work with them and we'll knock it into shape, and then it'll be a community performance which will be recorded for posterity. So please give me feedback on the people you know about, not just musicians, but dancers, artists particularly. If there's an old person shut in who loves classical music, would just love a visit for 20 minutes, half an hour, like that sort of thing. You see where I'm coming from? So please connect with me. It's as good as the feedback you give me and the leads you give me, really. For example, you know, those interviews, if anyone hear the interview on Radio Manchester? Yeah. I mean, that came because Abby pushed a door for me. You know, everything's landing on my lap at the moment. It's a bit what's hit me. But I'm happy with that. So please keep things coming to me. Thank you. What excites me is the sheer unpredictability of it, and bouncing off what people give me, and meeting a lot of new people and helping them meet each other as well, and no joy in the middle of that.